Hello there, Gemini. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Gemini for June of 2018. 6 months into the year, and I guess happy birthday to you guys, too. Um, I have a couple announcements to make for before the reading, if I can get it out of my mouth. That's that the prayer class and suture classes are up and out there for you. Prayer class is 2.5 hour long class, real comprehensive, explaining different formats for prayer and how to set your own. The suture classes are thought forms. There's 2 little short videos out there about the sutras and the prayer class. Sutras are thought forms that we inject into meditation. Takes 5 minutes a day. Enhances your clear perceptions like dramatically. A really good tool to have in your belt, whether you're doing this kind of work for years or you're just getting into it, or just want to clarify your visions and what you're thinking or your thoughts. It's an excellent tool. 2 parts, because they have to be that way, but I made it so you can purchase the first one and then go back and purchase a second one, or I made a discount if you get them both together. Up to you. Anyhow, what I've done for us for this month, I'm going to say for myself, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. All of us Geminis are named Frankie. I'm already doing the reading for myself. Anyhow, I've pulled 4 cards for the month. We're going to use bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month, and an angel card at the end to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now look at your moon sign and rising sign. Gives you a more comprehensive view of the month, and the cards aren't going to go week by week. It's kind of going to be a blend in and out throughout the month, kind of like a theme. I don't think it does week by week for me. And actually, I already told you about the empath stuff. The message I'm getting for us this month is to pay attention what it is that we want and need for ourselves, and to really look at it clearly. And the other feeling that comes after that is like our belief in ourselves is what makes all the difference this month. Our belief in ourselves. Look at what it is we want and need in our lives, and the belief in ourselves is what will make all the difference. Okay? We got some really good words. Respect, I'm going to say for myself here. Responsibility, awakening, celebration, and integrity. Wow, we got some really heavy-hitting words there, Gemini. Our bottom card is the 3 of Pentacles. Excellent card. This shows that we are skilled at what we do. Normally there are 2 other people on there consulting this person that's doing the work because they're skilled at what they do. Have a respect for yourself. Decide what you want. We are this responsibility. We are integrity with this card here. That's the meaning of it. We do our job to the best of our ability. Pentacles usually will mean, earth plane things. Maybe some of us have just finished up college, might be getting out and getting into the world. Others of us, our skills are so honed now that we can use them to benefit and better our services. So some of us will get promotions with cards like this. We may sit back and think how to use the skills we already have in our lives in a different manner. Also, because these are general readings, I can't hone it down, to any one area of our lives. But this means we're really good at what we do, and others could come to us for advice or projects that they need done. So if this is around work for any of us Geminis that are working, for other of us, is if we're retired, we may be investing, money in better places for us. That thing about thinking about our, what it is that we want in our lives, and and our belief in ourselves. Maybe we got a hunch for some of us, like it shouldn't be in this fund, it should be in that fund, and that's going to benefit me more. We're all different Geminis, because our next card here is the Eight of Swords. Now, we got wonderful cards here. The Eight of Swords is like the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is denial. I always think of that as the husband and wife who, everybody thinks everything's all well and good when they go out to dinner. They come home, they don't speak to each other till the next time they go out to dinner. Kind of crazy, but true. So it's the card of denial. The Eight of Swords is, I know I have to make a choice. I know what the choice I have to make is, and I'm putting this blindfold on because I don't want to see it, but I know what it is. So the premise of this card is these swords are in sand. So really, actually, her feet aren't tied up. She could kick them over anytime she wanted to, and she could use this sword after she kicked it over, shake out of those ties. They aren't even rope. The thing that cracks me up the worst about this card is her mouth is covered. So that see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, her ears, nose, mouth, everything. Eyes are covered, stuck her head in the sand instead of the other, like a little ostrich. All this is loose. There's a choice in front of myself. The responsibility to make the choice, right, is in my hands. Respect myself. Because if there's one thing we know about life, right, there's going to be an awakening. Stay in our integrity, right? Pull off the blindfold. Speak the peace that I must speak and move forward. Because it's coming at us, and change is a guaranteed in life. Change is a guaranteed. Why not make the change with respect to ourselves, being responsible to ourselves, celebrating that we said, no more of this or no more of that or whatever the choice is, that's in front of us. Some of us, this could be a card of a really bad marriage, and finally we're not in denial. We see, I've repeated this to you 9 million times, you're still not doing it, or whatever, and I'm fed up with you. So this is it. End of the story. Taking off the blindfold, making the change, making the choice. And once she takes this off, or he, it will be like, yeah, I respected myself. I was responsible to myself and what I needed to do. You go, Gemini. That's exactly how that card feels. I'm stepping up to the plate. My eyes are open. Our word integrity, awakening, and integrity steps into that. Maybe others are out of it, but we will be in it this month. And I'm telling you that for certain because our next card here is the Death card. No, nobody's dying. But you see that white rose? That's what's standing out to me right now. And the white rose to me is purity and innocence. Respect ourselves. Mega transformation that we want and we are choosing. Remember this Eight of Swords card? We are choosing for our own lives. We know what we want, what we need to have change, and we are going to change it. This is a card of metamorphosis. Sometimes it's a whole belief system will change with this Death card. Maybe it's a dissolving of our job at work and going to another job, or perhaps it's like I've had enough and I'm changing it for myself. But with that blindfold off, I'm going to speak my peace and produce or bring the changes with this Three of Pentacles that I want. I'm really not kidding. Hold that integrity word there, Gemini, because our next card is the World card. And that is success in all of our endeavors. Whatever that change is that we want, that we're working towards or projecting ourselves towards with respect to ourselves and our needs and our wants, right? And what was that last thing they said to us? The belief in ourselves makes all the difference. This card comes in, we get what we want. So those things that we're mulling over in our mind are coming to fruition with just cause to celebrate. This can mean promotions, it can be moves to a new home, it can be moves to across the world to take a new job or a new relationship. You know, if that Eight of Swords card there was our relationship, we're not having one anymore, and the hell with it, and we're moving to who knows where, Timbuktu. Seriously, this is when we have followed the will of the source and we have awakened. We are being guided by a higher power that we trust and we know is truth in our life. And we will take the steps. Therefore, you get allocates. Hey, Gemini, you get congratulations, you get promotions, you get set forward and set apart from others, that you have made it to that next step. And it's a wonderful, wonderful transformation card, you know. And I'm going to show you these both together because you're never going to believe how this came up. The next card is the Fool. So we go from the very last card in the tarot to the 0, from 21 to 0. This is the energy of fresh starts, new endeavors. I'm getting what I want, and I will celebrate it. Look, he got a little bag on his shoulders, and his dog's barking like crazy, saying, Gemini, don't jump off the cliff. But this is what I want. I have respect for myself. I'm responsible to myself. Source has told me our awakening word. I stayed in my integrity. With this card, we are marching to the beat of a different drummer. But the drummer, no one else sees situations the way we do. But we see that situation the way we see it when our blindfold is off. And the choices we make with the Fool move us forward on a wonderful path. So, you know, and the other thing, note, white rose. The white rose is there too. With a transformation card and the white rose in the Fool card, that's the first time I've ever noticed it. So, surprise, surprise. And because we listen to the beat of the different drummer, we stay in our integrity because what we see is the truth. What we know is the truth. And we move forward. The little dog, don't let him fall off the cliff, Gemini. There you go. Responsibility for the little dog. Yeah, it's a good month. I really kind of feel like it will be work or relationship for the most of us here. You know, because we are skilled if it is at work. So a lot of us may just say, the heck with it, you know, the world's my oyster, and I'm hearing what Source is telling me with that beat of the different drummer, and I'm taking it whether anybody can see it for me or not, because this is the path I have chosen. Wow. You can't make these cards up, Gemini. Wow. It says, let your past go. There you go, Gemini. Is that cool or what? We got the Death card here. We got the blindfold on. We know the choice we're going to make. We get the World and the Fool, and we have all these skills to back us up. Wow. You couldn't ask for more. It says, The burden of carrying your past around has made you weary. Dear one, it's time to set the burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love. Leave everything else behind. That's that Fool card if I ever, with his little backpack on there. You don't want it or need it, and now it's gone. Wow, Gemini. Wow. A lot of us guys are going to be doing a lot of changes this month, maybe because it's our birthday. Who knows? We might have just decided enough's enough with everything, right? And we're not taking anymore. Spirits told us we have awakened, we respect ourselves, and we've been responsible, stood in our integrity, and now we're celebrating the journey forward. Boy, oh boy. It says you received this card because your thoughts and feelings about the past are holding you back. You're repeating a pattern because of unfinished emotions from your past. This card is a sign to forgive and move on, to stop the painful pattern. Respect yourself. It doesn't mean that you need to be at peace, be with the person you've forgiven. I said that wrong. It simply means that you've let toxic feelings go in exchange for peace. What better awakening, Gemini? The additional meanings are approach a new situation or relationship with positive expectations, avoid routines, speak to a counselor or support group, forgive those who've hurt you, forgive yourself, the worst is now behind you. Keep your thoughts about the situation high and bright. Wow, Gemini, you got a heck of a reading this month. Congratulations there, and happy birthdays all at the same time. Well, Gemini, that's our reading for this month, and I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them. I don't get a lot of time to write y'all back, but I read them all. And if anybody just wants to go neb about me or know more about me, all the information's down below at the website, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all of the information to do that is at the website. And to everybody that I've met through doing these YouTube videos for the past 2 years, and all of you I've met through doing readings for 29 years. It's been an honor, a privilege, and a joy to be able to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.